You gotta have a healthy back. Greetings. It is the little brothers of the ATR network. Once again, the little brothers. Run tell that. The little brother segment. Coach Sam Carter now. Bam. Always. It's about health.
You know what time it is. You know what time it is.
Bam.
You know what time it is. You know what we're talking about. You know what we talking about. You know what we talking about.
Is that a back right there? Is that
you know
a back?
What we talking about.
It's a back.
You know what we talking about.
Coach Sam Carter again. Again, the little brothers of ATR. Everybody else. I ain't gonna say nothing, but I'm just saying the ATR show. Little brother show. It's Coach Sam Carter.
You know what we talking about tonight. You know what we talking about last time? You know what we tuning in and talking about tonight? We are talking about the back. The back. Getting on it.
Coach Carter, yes. I'll say this right here. I got a lot of people got back issues. They have back issues, variety of back issues, and then they be hit with people saying, I need to have surgery. People say they get an injection. So people saying, we need all that. And now sometimes, Coach Carter, some of them, I'm going to let you know this, that for some of the men, some of the women, sometimes they are a little thick.
Listen. Before we get into this, anything I tell you tonight, and anything Jamal says, and anything we hear, you check with a doctor first before you start doing anything that says, yes, it is all right for you to do it. I am not a doctor. Jamal is a doctor, not a medical doctor. Right. But before we get into these exercises or doing anything or whatever, check with somebody to say, yes, it's all right. Because you've been maybe on the couch and not doing nothing for years. And then next thing you know, you're going to pop up and jump out there and do what he do. You're going to hurt yourself. Don't do what he do. Don't do what he do. And dog shows don't do what I do. You're going to hurt yourself. So before you get started, make sure somebody who has an MD by their name that says, yes, go ahead. That's always got to be the disclaimer.
That's right. Okay, so that's the disclaimer. Let you know. So again, talk to a physician, a medical doctor, before you engage.
Now, after that, here we go.
All right.
We're talking about the back.
Yes, sir.
We're talking about the back. Now, before you understand this, I want you to get the back, learning and understanding the anatomy of how the back is made up of. First of all, the back is the second biggest muscle group, the second biggest group in the body. Next thing you know, the back is the most called in, going to the doctor, missing work, back ailments.
Okay.
The first thing you need to know about the back is you eat breakfast generally at 7 o'clock. You eat lunch at 12 o'clock. And you eat at 5 o'clock. And you're like, well, why? 7, 12, and 5. Jamal asked me why 7, 12, and 5.
Tell me why 7, 12, and 5.
I'm glad you asked.
Okay.
Because when you talk about the back, you got 7 vertebrae in the cervical spine. 7. You got 12 vertebrae in the thoracic spine. 12. And you got 5 vertebrae in the lumbar. So it's easy to remember, 7, 12, and 5. So when you hear someone talking about like you got L7 or C2 and 3, yeah, you know what you're talking about. It's 7 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 5. When you eat, generally at 7, you eat at 12, 5. And that vertebrae in your, and then that vertebrae is supported by muscles. You got some major muscles in your back. You got the muscles of the, I'm going to use Jamal for example. Look at that rock. Jamal, you got the traps right here. Then you got the lats right here. Then you got the erector spine out right here. You got the erector spine out right here. You got your real delts right here. And you got your scapula vitro right here. Rhomboids right here, your rhomboids. And that's the part of the back. Those all make up the foundation of the back. All right, Jamal, there you go. You can turn back around. Okay. All right, there you turn. Okay. And so what happens is this, your back, what happens is this. As you get older, there are things that happen to you that you have no control over. They have none. All right, your back is also supported by the bones and muscles, but then you have ligaments and tendons that run. And in your spinal column, you have something that called vertebrae. These are stacked. All right, these stacked. So you have 7, 12 is 19, and then you have 5 is 24. Now, at the bottom, you have what we call the sacrum and the coccyx. Those are 2 bones at the bottom that they have infused. 5 at the bottom and another 4. Now, when you're born, all those are separate, 5 bones and 4 at the bottom. So really, when you're born, a newborn baby will have 7, 12, 5, 5, and 4. But as you get our age, you get older, you have 7, 12, 5, and then it's 1 and 1, right? What happens is this. All those are held together, bone to bone are held together by ligaments, and then muscle to bone, a muscle to a bone are held together by tendons. All right. When you hurt a ligament, that is called a muscle strain.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Muscle sprain. Muscle sprain. SP sprain. When you hurt a tendon, that's called a muscle strain.
Okay.
Strain. Now, so when you are lifting or turning or twisting or whatever, as you live and work, what happens is you might get quit in your back. That is an acute injury. That happened just now. You strain. Hurt my back. Spasm my back. Hurt my back. All right. Now, if it's over a period of time, and this is what you were talking about, over a period of time, you get heavier and you get heavier and you get heavier, distended stomach, and you have pressure on your back, right? It pulls on your back. Your back. Now, what we call that is that pressure on your back can cause your back to have unnecessary loads on your back. And so what happens is you start having spinal, what we call stenosis, all right? Either the narrowing of your back or what happens spondylosis, which means you have a degenerative back. Your back starts, all that weight. We all have degenerative back. All of us. Everybody has a degenerative back. We all have, but how fast it degenerates is based on how you live your life, your lifestyle, how much sitting, exercise you get, you smoke, you dehydrated, all those. And so that's the basic anatomy when we talk about the back muscles. And this is the back, the foundation. If you stand from our legs to our back, our second biggest group. And so what happens is this. On your vertebrae, in the middle of your vertebrae, you have this little squishy stuff. All right, in the middle. Right. Those are called discs. And those discs are surrounded by ligaments, right? We know bone to bone, vertebrae stacked on top of vertebrae is ligaments. Now, inside those discs is some squishy stuff. Now, when you don't exercise and they get dehydrated, all right, and those discs begin to protrude out, degenerative, because they're gonna begin to protrude out. If they don't hit on the nerve, they don't push on the nerve, you'll never know you have degenerative disc. Everybody disc is degenerated. Everybody disc. All right, now.
That was all I was gonna say.
But now, if that nerve, all right, that's coming out of that disc, if that squishy jelly stuff pushes on the nerve, That's when you have the shooting pain down the leg. That's when you have the pain across the back. That's when you have the tingling in the arm, the burning sensation in the arm. Right. And so when that happens, then that can be a bulging disc. Pushing out. That's a bulging disc. Okay. It bulges out. Okay. All right. Now, if it bulges out and then pushes real further, all right, and if you don't address that bulging disc, then it can be a herniated disc. Herniated disc. And it pushes out now and it's sticking on, it pushes, and that's severe pain. All right. Now, if it passes the herniated disc, then it can be a ruptured disc. All right, and then you gotta have surgeries. And so what happens is this: it is an evolution. It goes over a period of time. Address it from the beginning. The first thing you can do if you feel anything in your back, or if you're getting older, you gotta lose 30, 40 pounds. Take the pressure off your back. You gotta lose 30, 40 pounds. Take the pressure off of your back. That's the easiest thing when your stomach is here and you're here. Take the pressure off your back. All right, that's the first thing. All right, and so everybody was talking about, I got back pain, my back pain. Well, if you look at the stomach, the first thing is your core, your stomach is strong, right? And if it's weak, it's going to have pressure on your back because the back supports the chest and the chest supports the back. You can't have one without the other. They help each other. And so anytime I see somebody, I ask them, did you get in an accident? Is it whiplash? No. Did you fall downstairs? No. Did somebody push you down? No. Well, then now it's acute. That's just happened. If it's just chronic over a period of time, then your disc is degenerated. Your disc will break down, but that's just anybody. That's not just you. That's everybody. Okay. So you're going to have back problems anyway. It's just, does it bulge out? Does it push on the nerve? And so that's a quick anatomy of the back. That's a quick overview of what your back and any type of pain you may have. And that's how it happens. The reason why it's so difficult to deal with the back because you have all those nerves coming out of the back. Right. And so fix it. I know half the people have back surgeries after 6 months, a year, no change, they still have pain. And I know half the people with back surgery say, I should have had this surgery 5. But even doctors will tell you, we're going to try to do the best we can. But when you start cutting into the back, it's tough. Now, if it's in the cervical spine, if it's up here in the neck, they go through the front. Past the neck, they turn around and go through the back. And that's hard. That's a tough recovery. So what we say as advocates, do as much you can do on this side. All right. And we'll go over some exercises and things you can do on this side to prevent going from the laying on that table on the other side. Say, do what you can do on this side before you go to the other side. And we're going to get there. Do what you can do on this side before you can go to the other side.
That's it. Yes, sir.
Yes.
And see, that was the thing that, I hear from people, they say I have degenerative disc disease. Yes. So in my mind, thinking like, okay, that's that person right there. Maybe that's tied to the family. But listening to you now, it's like some of y'all got it out there. We all have it.
Yeah, spondylosis. We all have it. We all have it. It's all. We all. I have it. You have it. Right. Just now, how fast does it accelerate? What do? You do things to slow it down? Just like anything. If you take care of yourself, exercise, it slows the process. But we all have degenerative disc. We all have it. And so it's one of those things that do you let it stop you? Because anybody can have an excuse, and anybody can you just eat, you overweight. Yes, just like what we talked about Corona. Your chances of succumbing to Corona is much higher if you don't. 80% of the people who have unfortunately died of Corona have been obese. And I'm not making you can look at any studies. Been overweight. Wash your hands. You heard us say it. Wash your hands. Social distance. Take care of yourself and lose 30 pounds. Eat plant-based fruits and vegetables. Lean meat. Drink water. Don't drink your calories. Well, it's the same thing with Corona. It's the same thing with erectile dysfunction. It's the same thing with having a better back. It's pretty much the same. And so therefore, when somebody, I have degenerative disc, yes, me too. Next time somebody say me too. You got it, I got it.
Right, because that's what I'm saying to myself. We all got it.
We all have degenerative disc.
And my mind went to this right here. Just like, we all got it. It's just like when you get a car off the lot, take a car off the lot, it depreciates. It's something that's automatic.
That's right.
It's just like I'm saying, it's automatic.
It's automatic.
All of us to have that.
Automatic. And so what happens is this. What you can do is There's some basic exercises that you can do that Jamal does all the time in the gym that we've shown on the last film. Any back exercise. You can never go wrong with working on your back exercise. Anytime your hands out in front of you, put the hands out in front. Anytime your hands going from in front to you, you're working back. So when they're away, they're to you, you're working back. Anytime your hands are away and to you, that's back. So exercises. So you can do upright row, back, seated row, back, lat pull down, back, reverse fly, back. All those are back, 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 upright row, back, seated row, back, lat pull, back, reverse fly, back. All those are back exercises. All those save your back. All those exercises. Upright row, seated row, lat pulls, reverse fly. Anytime your hands are away and you pull and bring them to you. Anytime your hands are away, pulling them to you. Anytime your hands are away, pulling them to you. Anytime your hands are away, pulling them to you. So you want to know what exercises work the back? I'm going to ask you, where are your hands? Jamal, where are your hands? Which direction are you going in? Pulling back. If the force is here, now you're pushing away from your that's working chest. If I'm pulling it back. If you're pushing away, chest. Pulling back. Pushing away, chest. Pulling back. Push it 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 away, chest. So you can look at it all. You can look at it all and say, well, is my hands coming toward me? Yeah, then I'm working my back.
He had asked me, which do I like? I don't like none of them. but I know they're good for me. I don't like them. I just read all of them. He said, I wake up, I think about them, but I know that they're good for me. So that's why I go and do it. When your mama told you eat those vegetables, she said, eat those vegetables. You were like, I don't like butter beans. But that was some protein that you needed to be right there in your body to help you. So when you get older, you be like, you know what? I like what mama was saying. So that's why I say I just go in and do it because I'm older, so I understand. It's right for me, to do all that. We're like, oh my God.
See that? Now look, now Jamal, look. Now that's tricep. That's not back. Because look what he's doing. If you're doing that, that's not back. That's tricep. Right. Now, if I want to do back, I do this. I do this.
Doing this right here.
Yeah,
You're like,
that's shoulder. So that's pushing. That's shoulder pushing. But I'm pulling. That's back. Back. So work that back. If you want to get better, work that back. Pull, Jamal. Pull back. And so what we do is this. We tell people this.
Doing it 30 times, you like, oh my God.
All right, listen. We work the different energy systems. Just to give you a background with Jamal. What are you talking about? One day we work phosphocreatine system where it's heavy. He does those on Friday. Well, we do 5 sets of 5 exercises. That's a heavy day. Then another day we come in, we work the glycolysis system. That's on Monday, where it's just the day is we're doing 8 exercises anywhere from 15 to 1 minute. All right. And those are reps of 15, 12, 10 reps. And we're doing 8, 9 exercises, right? All right. On the first day, the creatine phosphate day, we are working 2 exercises, 5 reps. Now, on the oxidative day, that's Wednesday, where we go for 2, 3, 4 minutes at a time. And we're going over, and we do, that's what he's talking about, 30 reps. And, all right, and then on Sunday is a special day where it's hard and tough. So we go 4 days a week. So I said, Jamal, which day do you like? Do you like the hard, strong stuff? Do you like the bodybuilding, hypertrophy, the 1 to 2 minute stuff? Do you like the over 2 minute oxidative stuff? Or do you like the hard, tough day where we just throw it all in there and go at it? And Jamal said,
I don't like none of them.
You don't like none of them?
But they good. I think about it, I lay in the bed, I wake up like, okay, I gotta do the hips. I got 285 pounds of hips. I gotta do the hips.
Hips.
I'm like, okay. Then I got squats and all that. But again, what I realized is like what Mama said, eat them fruits, eat them vegetables. And then later on, I realized, oh, that was a good thing. When people start talking about, again, how. Okay.
But hold on. Tell them about the day you did come in. When people start talking about the day you did eat. Tell them about the day you did eat and you came into the workout. Tell them about the day you did eat and you came into the workout.
Okay. All right, what happened was this.
Years.
I had said, I ain't want to have a lot on me. I ain't want to have a lot of my sister. So I think maybe I had, I think I had drank something. Maybe I drank a little water, something like that. I think, and I said, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And so stuff I did, I'm like, wait a minute. My mind had said I could do it. My mind was saying, what is wrong? My mind was saying, right arm, what is going on with you? Left arm, get it together, left arm. I was trying to push away. I was trying to push away from it. And I was like, so I finally had to disclose to
secret. He had no punch. He had nothing. I told him that's it, Jamal. Don't do it no more. Go home and eat. I sent him home. All right, what'd you say, Jamal? I'm sorry.
And so what happened, we were there with a bunch of high school athletes. And so Coach Carl was talking to them. And so then I said, I got to say something. And there were like two parents were there too. I said, I got to say something. Coach Carter said we supposed to eat before we come to do all this right here. Eat the night before, eat in the morning, all that. I ain't had eaten nothing at all. And so then all these high schools, these 14-year-old, 13-year-old, 15, 16, they look at me like this, like. So I'm like, okay, I know now, because I done ate my vegetables tonight. I ate my vegetables tonight with my turkey. I done did that. So, but again, I realized even if I ain't necessarily like it, but guess what? I know it's good for me. And it's about longevity and it's about health. So that way, like, but then and I have to go and say this. Once you do it, it's an accomplishment. You're like, okay, I done got through that. So now you're moving on. So you ain't even focused on that. You just constantly going forward. And that's what happened. So that's why when people, like, I see folks, I'm going to say this, Coach Carter, I'm going to just share this with you, that I see folks who are 35 years old, and they're like 5'6", and they weigh about 250, 260 pounds. And I'm looking at them 5'8". They hitting like 270. Then I'm not gonna call them names out, but there's a chef that's here in Savannah. And he said somebody came up to him and said that they were classmates. And he said, hell no, you ain't my classmate as hard as you look. So that because he was stunned. And so but I'm looking at him like, yeah. Because again, they were not maintaining themselves. That's right. So then now when I deal with people talking about they got to have, I got to have surgery on my back.
Surgery on my back.
They would give me, they did give me the injection.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure it out. Okay.
Yeah, steroid injections.
Something got to happen about that. Yeah. Especially I said they cut. Because I said, what I heard is that even if they cut on you, it's no guarantee.
Yeah, no guarantee. There's no guarantee. The thing is, when you get that much pressure and you pulling on the back, remember those vertebrae and those nerves are packed in there tight. There's not a whole bunch of room. When those discs start bulging, that once you let that toothpaste out of that toothpaste out of that tube, it's hard to get it back in. It's hard to get it back in. It's hard to. Now there are some physical therapy things that you can do. But generally, if you can imagine, if you lie down on the floor, all right, and you lie down with your back flat on the floor, and you raising your knees up to your chest, holding it, raising your knees up to your chest, holding it, right. Putting both legs on one side, holding it. You can Google this stuff. Put on the other side, hold it for you. But the thing is, if you are 30, 50, 60, 70 pounds overweight, you can do all the therapy stuff you want. You keep going back to the therapist, the chiropractor, everything. And what they'll do, they'll just keep taking your money. But what we're going to tell you is this here. You got to lose it. Right there. You got to get it down. You got to get it down. You get it down, it takes the pressure off your back, just like the knees. It takes it on my knees. You got to lose 30, 40 pounds. Just like Corona. You want to fight Corona better? Lose 30, 40 pounds. You want to fight erectile dysfunction? Lose 30, 40 pounds. You want to lose 30, 40 pounds. Diabetes, lose 30, 40 pounds. High blood pressure, lose 30, 40 pounds. It's all the same. Lose 30, 40 pounds. That's the the same 30 or 40 pounds you gain at the age of 20, from 0 to 25, your body will take care of you. Once you hit 25 and older, you need to take care of your body. You're going to average 2 to 3 pounds of weight over the next, well, however you live, right? And so when you start, you like your 35s and 40s, if you gain 3 pounds, 4 pounds a year, that's 30, 40 pounds that you are overweight. That's minimum. So if you want to get all that stuff, heart disease, stroke, diabetes, yeah, keep all that down. Erectile dysfunction, corona, back problems, back surgery, lose 30, 40 pounds. That's my, I tell everybody, lose 30, 40 pounds. You can do it.
So Coach Carter, so for me to lose 30, 40 pounds, can I do what we would call that? I'm just going to create something. Can I have the Wolverine Blue Jacket diet, where, you just eat meat and you just eat, is that?
It's not.
And then I drink lemon water every morning. I call that the Wolverine Blue Jacket diet.
The Wolverine Blue Jacket.
It's not healthy.
The lemon diet, any of those little things, the Noonie juice, the sea moss diet. Can you do it for the next 30, 40 years? No. It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. Here's a good diet. You get up in the morning, oatmeal. You eat whole grains. You put some seeds. You put nuts. All right. You get some fruit. You put it in there. All right. You drink your water. You drink your almond milk, your low-fat milk. All right. You drink that. 2 or 3 hours later, you have a salad with some fish on it. All right. Or you have a salad with some lean meat on it. Okay. Good. 2 or 3 hours later, all right, you have some carrots or you have some vegetables. Right. You have some beans. Okay. And then for dinner at night, you have, if you want to help you go to sleep, up your little carbohydrate, you up your rice, right? And if you notice, rice makes your serotonin level go up, so you feel. So here's a secret. Tune in. I have carbohydrates in the morning, and then throughout the day I'll have a lot more protein and small carbohydrates. At night, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I'll up my rice. Up my potatoes. You know why? Because I eat that's going to knock me out. You ever notice in eating lunch, you have a heavy rice, you get sleepy and tired? That's what happens, right? Mm-hmm. And so what we do is use it for dinner. Use it to help you go to sleep at night. Now, up your carbohydrates like the rice and stuff at night before you go to sleep. And remember, calories are calories. It don't matter if you eat it at 1 p.m. in the day or 1 a.m. in the morning. Calories are calories. The way your body counts. It's the law of thermodynamics. If you take in more than you burn, you will gain. If you take in less than you burn, you will lose. So it's the accumulation of calories throughout the day. And in fact, more than one day, it's over 2 or 3 days. It's, if you want to lose, you reduce the amount of calories. All diets, the lemon diet, the grapefruit diet, the sea moss diet, the high protein diet, the low protein diet, the high carbohydrate, the low carbohydrate, the Mediterranean, the Jenny Craig, all of them do the same Weight Watchers. They do the same thing. All of them, you are reducing the amount of calories you are taking in. That's it. So if you count the calories, it's all right. If you're doing 2,000 calories a day and you went from 2,000 to 1,700 over a period of days, you are going to lose weight. The quickest way to lose weight is reduce your calories. But as soon as you go back to eating regular, you go back up. The way to keep weight off is to exercise. All right? But it's a slower way to lose weight. Right? So we do a combination of both. We reduce lose weight, we reduce our calories, and we exercise. So we burning more and we reduce it. So it's a combination. So just say if you take in 2,000 calories, 3,000 calories a day, just say typical 3,000 calories a day. If I can reduce my eating by 300 and burn 300, that's 600 calories. 600 calories. That's been gone in a day. So we know that it takes 3,500 calories to make a pound. So if I take 600 from this day, 600 from this day, 600 from this day, 600 from this day, 600, now I can get 6 days of 3,600 calories. All right, that's a pound. Theoretically, that's a pound, and so you can do that. So it's not just you have to starve yourself, but reduce 300 here, burn off 300, meet in the middle. I got 600, and you go. You got it. Now, also, I can say, you know what? I have people who say, I like how I eat. So guess what? You got to burn 600. You got to burn 600. So you keep the calories the way they are, and just now you burn them with 600 more, right? You'll lose. Or you people say, no, I'm not burning a whole bunch more. You got to reduce 600. All right. So wherever your combination fit, the key is I'm taking in less calories and I'm burning off more calories.
So if I eat at 12 o'clock, I got in late, it's 12 o'clock, midnight. So people going to say, you're going to be putting on weight.
No. You eat now the counter calories you eat, right? If Snickers is a calories, rice is a calorie. So at the counter, how your body processes those calories, that's different, right? That's a whole different conversation. Right. Because when you talk about Snickers and small grain carbohydrates or sugars, your body will absorb those real fast. That makes your insulin level go up high, right? So we're not talking about that. We're talking about still good foods. We're talking about still good food. But here's the thing about good foods. Here's the thing about people don't misunderstand what good food, and all this related to the back. Remember, and all this related to erectile dysfunction, and all this related to corona, and all this related to knees, and all this related to all. It's the same. The steps of success are the same thing. So here's the thing: if there are 7 days in the week, right, and just say you get 3 meals, all right, or you get 3 meals, all right. So now that's 7 times 3. 21.
Yes, sir.
Now, there are studies that say that 90% of weight loss it's not, and 100% is not that much different. 80 and 100% is much, but 90 to 100. So what that means is this: if you got 21 meals that you eat in a week, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be 100%. The studies say you could be 90%. So we know that 90% of 21 is roughly 2 meals. So guess what? You got 2 meals
to play with.
Gotcha. So you can say, you know what? I'm going out on Friday night with my friends. I don't want to limit, blah, blah. Go ahead. Right. Or you can say, what? I'm doing something on Saturday. That meal, what we get in trouble is we make 2, 4 meals or 6 meals, or half my meals are good. No, you can't do that. You cannot do that. You get 2 meals. There's no cheat day. You get if you want. Look, there's nothing wrong if I can get Popeyes and red beans and rice. But I know that's my meal.
Right.
I get that pizza look good. Right. I like it. I know that's my meal.
Right.
You see, you get 2. It's not much different between 90 and 80 and 70, yes. But 90, if you can get 90% right, you good. Or if you get 4 meals a day, 28 meals, that's 3. You get 3. So in a week, you get 3. Go ahead.
So then that helps you. So when you got that gut and you got that back issue going on, that helps you with regards to the diet. What he was sharing, that again, one of the things that you could do is reduce. And some of us think regards to diet is like really it's something laborious, it's something hard. It's because again, I guess it goes to the very things you're saying, like those fattish diets that they have out there. Those processes.
You cannot stay. It's like people say, well, you can't. How long can you stay on this? And it's all willpower, and willpower is related to emotion. And once you get past the willpower, guess what? You back. Do this. Just adopt better habits. I cannot predict the future, but what I can is predict my habits, and my habits can predict my future. Just do that. Better habits. Get better habits. Now, once you get the eating, and once you lose the 30, 40 pounds, watch how your back feels better. And your doctor be like, watch how the back. The stenosis goes away, the narrowing of the spine. The spondylosis, the arthritic or the degenerative disc slows down. All right, the pinched nerves go away. They reduce. All right, you can move better. Look, your what we call the lordosis goes away. That's when your stomach and your hips go forward and you have that anterior pelvic tilt. That goes away, right? Because you've lost the weight and the pressure on the body is reduced. But you're trying to find something on the operating table that they even studies that show that people have bariatric surgery where they get the stomach sewn up, right? They lose 100, 200, 300, but they're still doing the same habits. And so guess what? After 2 years or 3 years, they gain the weight back. Biggest Loser, I tell you that. Look at the ones on the Biggest Loser. They lose all that. They put them in the farm. They starve them. They lose all the weight. As soon as they go back, guess what?
Y'all heard it? They starve them. Okay.
You get starved.
Okay.
Right. And so what we're telling you is this. The best thing you can do, the best thing is exercise, move, and eat better. For corona, for erectile, for your back, for your back. And if you don't know what time to eat, 7 o'clock, cervical spine. 12 o'clock, thoracic. 5 o'clock, lumbar. 7, 12, and 5.
And I never realized that. Damn. That's why we have Coach Carter on. And we just say, share this information.
Now, we got a special announcement.
Okay. This was going on.
This is going on.
We have people contact us all the time. And for some of you who checking this out, I said, when y'all send me the information, I said, Coach Carter, no.
And y'all do email. And I respond back and they email Coach Carter, Coach Sam Carter @gmail.com. They email, what about this? What about that? When you're Jamal, I want to look like this. I want to have this arm. I want to have that shoulder. You know who you are out there. They see Jamal going around the tour. I get a call. What do I need to do this? How do I need to do? When can I do this? All right, Jamal, because you know all our shows have a physical aspect and a social aspect. And you know who this is. You know who this is. The physical aspect and the social aspect. And this is a big surprise.
So, this is what's going to happen. We have talked Coach Carter into buying into an agenda.
Yes, sir.
Buying into a program.
Yes.
Buying into a program. But guess what?
I'm so excited.
I got to say this. You got to have a backbone, though. You got to have a backbone. You got to have a backbone about this. Because with that backbone, and just like with the God that say, that's how you eat, you got to have a commitment to it. You got to have a commitment. But guess what? It ain't a commitment right now for you to look at the show and say, I'm going to have the commitment right now. No, it ain't. We got to know that you have had a commitment to yourself and to him. To her, him, and all, everybody. We got to know that you have a commitment. Because what's going to happen right now, whoop, 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 what's about to happen? That Coach Carter has not graciously accepted that it's going to be people.
That's it.
That can come in and begin doing routines.
Just talking about Pascal. Can I say about Pascal?
Yeah, that's what I said. See, I was going to say about that. I said, no, Coach Carter going to talk about it. So I was saying, but it got to be people. People who want to get together.
That's it.
And want to do some things.
That's it.
For themselves and then some others. No, I'm going to turn it over to you, Scott. I was going to say something about it, but go ahead.
Listen, the best thing is this. After we finish working out, Dr. Jamal is chilling with the feet up, and we start talking. He gonna give me a lesson. He gonna tell me about the slave trade downtown Savannah. He gonna tell me about Charleston. He gonna tell me about these different events and all the stuff around America. Now, why this is like this and why this is like that. I'm like, what? Then, so this week, because people, they reach out and say, like, we want to be a part. We want to be a part. I'm like, I train athletes. I train athletes. I train athletes. He was like, have you heard about Pascal's? Do you know Pascal's? And I was like, Dr. Jamal, what is that? He was like, it's a restaurant in Atlanta. Started in 1947. He was like, this is where King and a lot of civil rights movement activists and musicians and artists used to come and eat breakfast. And they used to have their agenda and having a sharing of ideas in the minds. And I was like, what? And he was like, yes, Pascal's. And I was like, well, what we can do at 2717, what we can do is open up the door for anyone who is on the front line of change. You might be in the medical profession. You might be in the education profession. You might be in the social profession. You might be in the economic profession. You might be in the spiritual profession. What we are doing to announce it to the world tonight. If you are a person that you want to do change, you want to change your body, you want to change in your community, you contact me You contact Jamal, you can come into our group and work out. So we can have a sharing of the minds, sharing of the ideas, so we can change our community. Pascal's in Savannah at 2717. So all you want to talking, are you doing something? If you're not doing nothing, don't even apply. If you're not doing nothing in the community, if you're not doing nothing, don't even apply. We only want those who are leaders for our people in the community, just like Pascal's. Just like sitting around the breakfast table, but we're going to sit around that squat rack. We're going to sit around that lat pull. We're going to sit around that bench press. We're going to sit around them pull-ups. We're going to sit around them push-ups. We're going to sit around them curls. We're going to sit around them triceps. We're going to sit around them shoulder press. We're going to sit around. We're going to sit around those trunk twists. We're going to sit around them leg lifts. We're going to sit around them reverse flies. We're going to sit around. They sat around eggs and bacon and sausage and grits. We're going to sit around exercises. And we're going to come up with ideas that help our community. And we're going to bounce them off each other. Jamal, Coach Sam Carter, if you have inquired about joining our group and working out, and I have said, Jamal told me about Pascal's. He said, Sam, Coach, look, man, I'm telling you. Pascal's was where it's at. Pascal's where people were coming in. Pascal's was like, they were shit. I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, it's in Atlanta. He said, they changed up a little bit. It's an airport, but it's in Atlanta. And this is what King, this is what they met at. So we going to sit around in our workouts. And we're going to do the same thing here in Savannah. So for all you who have reached out, reach out again. Right. But if you are not doing that in the community, if you are not a point person, if you are not leading people to a better community, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. But if you are willing, you a business owner, you in the medical profession, you in the spiritual profession, you in the economic business profession, you in the education profession, if you're in the social profession, if you in something like that, and you say, look, yes, I'm willing to step out there because I got a backbone. I got a backbone. Right. I got a backbone. Right. I don't have spondylosis. Right. I don't have stenosis. I don't have bulging disc. I don't have herniated disc. I don't have pinched nerve. I don't have sciatica. I'm all good. Then come. That's right. Then come. Then come.
That's what it's about.
And that's what we want to announce tonight.
The collaboration.
The collaboration.
Again, with regards to you, yourself, improving yourself, but also improving your community. That's what it's about. It's about you improving the community. Because you're like, you can be healthy, but your community is sick. Community is sick. Your community is sick, and you're healthy. You feel good about yourself, but then the people are unhealthy. The environment is unhealthy. So guess what? They ain't doing no good for us collectively. Cause you an island in this sea of depression, this sea of unhealthiness, this sea of basically suicide, this sea of mental health issues. You're in this sea of absolute oppression. And so people are suffering. And then you happy that you look good, but everybody else don't look good. And when I say look, I ain't talking about the physical, but I'm saying socially, psychologically, that they ain't looking good. So guess what? Because I'm in this sea of depression, mental health, I'm in this sea of all these ills. So when I see him, I don't like him. Because see, I'm unhealthy myself. And see, I see him, I see an unhealthy person just like me. So I can do whatever I want to him. See, because again, that's why those who got the backbones, you know better than that. You got the backbone. You know that you can't be healthy and everybody else is not healthy. It's not about you having it all. It's not about you accumulating all of it. It's not about you accumulating all the physical and healthy stuff for yourself and you don't share it, disperse it to others because you know it can come back to haunt you. And so that's what this is about. It's about having the backbone. So you want to become a part of this right here. That's what it got to be about. And it's not somebody that you just want to pop up and just say, I want to do it. No. We want people who got that track record.
That's right.
That guess what? That somebody can go and verify and say, you know what?
Leader.
At work, he does so and so, she does so and so, or I see them in the neighborhood, they are mentoring some young boys. So I see, they doing it right there. So yeah, so somebody can vouch and go and say,
yes,
somebody who's responsible. See, because what happens for some of us, sometimes, Coach Carr, because we have affiliations, we let stuff slide.
No,
because that's the person we affiliated with, be it marriage, blood, socialization, something like that. We get caught up into that. We like saying, no, we want to have, again, that Paschal environment.
that's right.
Where now
Paschals.
we are working out together, but then we also working out for our community.
That's we're working out together. We're working out for the community. We're working out together, and we're working out for the community.
That's right.
You got to be strong for yourself, and you got to be strong for the community. Because here's the thing. You can listen. Here's the thing. When you get on the plane, and they're going through the emergency plans, they telling you sometimes the exit behind you is your closest. But then they get to this part. They say, in the event of a loss in cabin pressure, the air mask come down. You have to put your mask on first before you can go help somebody else. What we doing is put your mask on, and then we're going to help some other people. Put your mask on. We're going to help people who don't have a mask. In fact, they done took the mask and took them off the plane and threw them off. They don't even get masks popped down. They living in a place they paying a couple $100 for rent. Now they want to push them out. Woo. You can stay here, but we want to triple the rent, quadruple it. Oh, woo. Woo. They mask gone. Woo. They mask gone. We want to buy all this up. We want to buy all this. What we gonna do with these people? I don't care. I don't care. Right. I don't care. Right. We want people to fight that. We're gonna help you become a better human being physically. You're gonna help our community become better in our community. Collectively.
That's right.
You're gonna put your mask on with me and Dr. Jamal, and then you're gonna go out and you're gonna say, let me take that street back. Put it right here. Let me get that Yammer Cross, put it back. Let me get them Fairview and get that, put it back. Let me get them Fairgrounds and put it back.
Let me get that East Side.
Bam, bam. Let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get some affordable housing. Put it back. Let me get some wages, higher wages. Put it back. Better living wage.
Because Coach Carr and I had this conversation too. Because what has happened? Because you working out. And I'm saying is you working out, but you have also grown up. You've grown up. And you've seen when neighborhoods where one neighborhood might have been unhealthy.
Yes.
But another neighborhood you saw was healthy. And you walking to school, you seeing that. You see the unhealthy neighborhood and the healthy neighborhood. How did that make you feel, Coach Carter? What's some of the thoughts about that?
Look, when my wife announced for her campaign, and she said she used to walk from 609 East 36th Street and walk to Savannah High, the thing that she noticed is the disparity of wealth from a couple of these blocks to this block. And she walking through. How it make you feel is when you were young, you're like, well, maybe this is some type of wonderland, fantasy land that I don't get a part of this. Maybe this is not for me. I was born on the wrong side, born to the wrong sperm and egg. But what we here to tell you is, no. Put your mask on first. We're going to show you how to put the mask on. We're going to show you what to do with the mask on. And the best thing about the mask, when yours is on, you can go help somebody else. When they done threw the mask off the plane, down the street, they done hit it, you can go to Montgomery Street. You can go to Clearview, pick up the mask. You can go down East Broad and pick up the mask to East Side. You can go to Livable Wage and go get the mask and put it on yourself. And that's what we want, people who are willing to go get masks and put it back on other people.
That's right. Be the servant. Be the servant.
So need not apply if you don't want to step out there. Need not apply.
Right. Oh, I'm just gonna say this. This ain't Planet Fitness type stuff. This ain't Planet Fitness type stuff. This is about commitment. It is about commitment. This is about commitment. Because this man right here, I listened to him when he said to us when we first started, he was like, put in 30 days. Put in 30 days, you're going to be on the pathway for that. And that's what I learned. And I see with these young athletes that he had also, that commitment that they have is about, this is an environment of commitment. And this commitment now is not just about you exclusively. It's not commitment to your people, to your community, marginalized people. That is God's people. If you don't believe in the Most High, just understand it's marginalized people. You have a commitment to people and to community for it to be better. Because you know, if one of us is better, all of us will be better. That if one of us don't have, all of us don't have. Because it becomes a danger for us, because then they produce children, and then those children not having, then that means there's more of them. And so we then have this cycle. But now, guess what? We work together, and we all, those different components that we all sit down, we're not talking, and so we're able to share information, and you're able to give, you're able to contribute something to it. That's the thing. That's why be that leader. You can contribute something with regard to, reassure, say, yeah, on the medical side,
yes,
that's correct.
On the business side,
well, that's something you need to be looking at. What we need to be talking
on
about.
the banking side.
Hey, this is some finances that can happen with us, guys.
On the spiritual side, pastors.
Hey, listen, this is what we gotta go. This is how we make that forward. That's what we go forward with. Education
side.
What we need to be infused. This is what we need to be infused in groups. Then social
side.
That's why I say, hey, this is what we need to be addressing right now, because that's a concern. We got food justice right here. Bam. So again, then it comes down to with regards to political, that again, we don't have no shame no more. We don't have no shame. We like say we got to pull all this together right here to create policy.
That's right.
We need policies in place. We need policies in place. And so guess what? And it came out of 2717 Pascal type experiment with regards to us being better physically and then going out to the community. Because guess what? Physically, when you got together, because the physical also goes with regards to the mental, and you got all that together, then that gives you the confidence that you won't have no fear.
None.
You won't have no fear.
None.
Because when because I like saying, if I'm jumping 24 inches onto a box, doing it 30 times, I'm like, yep. Then I got to go from not being able to even do a pull up, then not get myself. So yeah, and then I can be around some young athletes.
That's right.
I'm looking at them like, oh my God. Then I got to do the same stuff with them, and I got to let them see. So I'm like, all that right there.
You can do it too. You can do it too.
So that's why. So now, when somebody come up to me trying to talk some smack to me or make me think they can intimidate me, I'm like, they don't got a clue.
I've been jumping boxes and working out and running and
you're a peon. Get out of my face with that foolishness
right.
there. So again, that's what it's about. It's having that drive and having that backbone.
You can do it too.
That backbone. This is the Backbone Collective.
Carter@gmail.com. You have email and tell us like, I want to be a part of that. You can come. You come on. Now call. Now see Jamal. Now see Sam. Now call.
And I'm gonna follow it on.
Now you see what our criteria is. This is what our criteria is. You got to be willing to put your mask on and go out there and help others. If you're not willing to do that, then don't need not apply. But if you are, and you want to change your life, and you have back issues, and you want to get rid of 30, 40 pounds, you want to do that, come on. Come as you are. Come on. But if you're not willing, just stay on the side and keep watching and keep talking and say, if I coulda, woulda, shoulda. And be that person. That's fine. Because what you don't know is where we are, we building up a lot of young ones to come in and take your place. That's right. And I'm already on the mission. Right. And Dr. Jamal see it on the mission. You got young, they 13, 14, 15, 16, and they get infused every time. They get infused every time. It's just a matter of time. That's right. It's just a matter of time. That's right. That's it. It's just a matter of time. So if you can, you can. If you're not, that's fine. We gonna keep going. Dr. Jamal, Keisha Gibson Carter, Alicia, we gonna keep going. We're gonna keep pushing.
No choice but to. I tell folks, my answer say how things going. I say, it's all good. No need to complain. We go forward. That's the mindset. We go forward. It don't matter. We go forward because we're here. We have no choice but to go forward. We're not gonna be standing stagnant and let life come and dictate it all up. We're gonna go forward. We're gonna fight. and that this is what it's about. It's about this collective, because again, we all in there together. We're there to help motivate, guide one another, and cheer each other on.
That's right.
So it ain't about no ego.
No ego. No big eyes or little U's.
That's right. That's right. Because, I'm just going to throw it out there.
Say it.
All the women Keisha gets to Carter, she be pumping. She be pumping. And guess what? And she be doing her thing, and we laugh. It don't be about.
All right. That's it.
She lifting more than me.
She
squatted more than me.
Your
it ain't even about that.
We compare you to you.
That's right.
We compare you to you. Jamal, we compare you to you.
That's right. That's right.
Jamal started out, Jamal couldn't do the bar. Now, when we were in there the other day, Jamal did a 135-pound press. And I don't know if you can see, I don't know, Jamal, did you post it?
I ain't posted. I ain't posted yet. I ain't posted.
I don't know if they came out. Come on, Jamal. That's a 135-pound press. That's a 135-pound press. That's a 135-pound press.
I wanted to wait because I knew what was going on. Because other people see that, and then they be like, they contact me. And then I'd be like, Coach Carter. Then Coach Carter said, yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to look out for them. Because I know what happened.
He started out, when we first started out, he was doing dumbbells. 10 pound, he'll tell you. 10-pound dumbbell. We compare him to him, not to you, not to compared you to him.
That's right.
So young people, or people, you want to be out there and you want to get better and you want to go develop strong back to get rid of all those back ailments. Come on.
And then this is what Coach Carter do. Then when he started knowing some stuff about you, then he might say, you might need to come to this group right here. And then you go to that group right there. And then it's all them like 20 years younger than you, 30 years younger than you. And you got to represent. And so now you start saying, well, my God, when I first got here, I wasn't even doing it. So now, I done gone to another level right now. So now on that Sunday session, which is a killer session, first he said, nah, you can't come, Jamal, you can't come. So he like, oh, you need to come to Sunday. So now, even though I don't like it, I was like, yo, even if I gotta leave to go to this rally today, I'm still gonna come here. I still gotta take it in because I know it's beneficial for me.
If you want to be a part of change, contact Jamal. CoachSamCarter@gmail.com.
That's right.
This is the change. We're running out of time, Jamal. But tune in next month. We got something. We got another one. This is so fun. We love what we do. We're good at what we do. We love helping others.
That's it.
And this is what we do.
That's right.
I look forward to hearing from you, America. I look forward.
Share. Again, this is an edition, because y'all know this is the little brother show of ATR. Run Tell That, Coach Sam Carter edition. This is the little brother show, so we got always a hit to the time. Everybody else, they can go an hour and a half. I think America After Dark did like 3 hours the other night. I'm just saying, Coach Carter. But then guess what? We understand that's all good because y'all not going to become a part of this machine right here. And so we said, y'all, run, tell that, share that, bam. Get that backbone together, not just for yourself, but for your community. Because again, it's for your family. And we are one family. And that's what we're looking forward to. I'm just looking forward to see the experience because I can only imagine what's going to happen to be with this collective of people right here and still be around these other young athletes and be like, yeah, that's what it happened. And so I'm not going to tell y'all that it's easy in the beginning. It's hard in the beginning. But if you commit it, guess what? You're going to enjoy it because with hardship comes ease. And that's what it is. It's hard in the beginning, but the ease will come. The ease will come not just for you, but for your community. Yes, run, tell that. Again, Coach Sam Carter, any words you want to give them, before we close it out, because again, our producer, Mr. Producer, we know how he is. We got the signal. We are done. Take care. See you next month. Contact. Bye. Bam.